It's Lee from colouringqueen.net, and today I want to show you Find Colour, which is a Chinese colouring book. I've shown it to you before on a Happy Mail video or a new colouring book video. I can't remember. It was a while ago now. But I thought today we'd have a full look at it. So you can see it there up against World of Flowers. It is a large book and very, very thick. It's a Chinese colouring book. I've got this gorgeous cover, which is like a brown scale, grey scale image on the front with the little insert wrapped around it. You can see it in more detail like that. This card cover folds out, and even this beautiful touch, like this little fishy over here, it's just gorgeous. Now this is a stunning book. It is just beautiful. And I'm so glad that I ordered it. It's just beautiful. It has a real pencil-y look about it, a real sketchy look. Now it's off-white paper, which is really thick and sturdy. And it has a textural feel to it, which makes me think that watercolours on it might work out really well. I haven't tried it, but I feel like it would because it's such thick paper. Now if you were going to give it a whirl, make sure you try it on an inconspicuous area of the book. Now you do need to press it down in order to get that spine to relax a bit, but it's worth the muscle just to get it down. It's beautiful. So we've got these gorgeous illustrations that are heavily textured, lots of textural elements there in the eyes, and you can even see like little wrinkles around her eyelids. It's just stunning and just really beautiful. And a lot of the images like this remind me of Carolina that does Ticket to Dreams, the Polish artist. There's something sort of otherworldly about them. But I love the way the artist has done this, like lots of texture in the hair. So if you're just starting out with hair, you've got the highlights there all ready for you. It's like strand by strand. It's same with the lips and the eyes and the eyebrows. And then the rest is more hand-drawn, sketchy line art that is not as crisp and as shaded as those. So it's really nice the way that they've put those two styles together. And over here we've got the heavy texture here on the wicker, and you can see the highlight. So it makes it really easy to follow if you're, new to colouring people. And the faces on these ladies are just beautiful. And I really love the sort of hand-drawn sketchy look to it. It really suits it. So this one's got lots of little tiny detail. I'm not too keen on that because the detail seems a little overwhelming. And then you've got like the little cute anime style girls over here with the lighter grey in the background. It's kind of a different picture, that one. I like these style a lot more. This gorgeous image of a mother with a child. And some parts, like just this moon here, they're so devoid of any detail. And then the rest of it, you've got this highly textured hair and all the detail on the soles of the shoes. So it's interesting how the artist is sort of crossing between lots of detail and then no detail. We've got our beautiful sailing ship here. And then this illustration, which would take forever, I would think, to complete. You've got so many different faces and so much detail here. And every face has some sort of shading on it. And then we come across this line art that is very fine and detailed, but very different from what we've seen before. With so much little decoration on their outfits. Look at those tiny little skulls. And then we've got this one. So I really prefer this style. I think this is just too fiddly for me. But I know lots of people love lots of little tiny itty bitty detail. But I much prefer the sort of look of this one. And this paper is just divine. It's very thick and heavy. It's got loads of texture on there. And look at the shattered glass on her face there. Isn't this image gorgeous? Look at that kitty. And it's got a little fish in its mouth. And then you've got this one that's kind of creepy opposite this one that's so cute. And then this gorgeous little kitty here again under the cherry blossoms. One thing that I'm not that fussed on is the balance of the picture. Like a lot of the artistry seems to be just on one side rather than centered. And I get why they would do that because you'd come across the spine, but from a balanced position on the page, some of it looks a bit odd. But again, you don't want a crease line through someone's face either. Just seems that some are more one page heavy with design than the other. And see the delicacy of her tattoo on her back. It's just a gorgeous illustration. And it looks so sketchy, it looks so pencil copied. And then you've got these ones that look like they were crisply drawn in black and vectorized so that they've got a crisp line to them. It's very interesting that the way that they've done it. Some sketchy, lots of texture, some line art, some anime. Look at that kitty. Look at the look on the dog's face. So this is a much more balanced picture in my point of view. Got something in the centre and then there is a balance of artwork either side. So we've got what, 5 faces there to do. Wow. That's a bit scary. And then it looks like we're on a new chapter here. And here's the cover art. And look at her in the birdcage. Stunning picture. And this one is stunning as well. But again, you know, a lot of the artwork is all on one side. And look at all the detail here, and because it's so black and dark, that might be a little bit hard to see if you've got a minor visual impairment. It's kind of hard to work out which one you'd like to colour first. I'm not sure. And again, I find this one, I find the balance a little bit weird. I like things a little bit more balanced on the page. And again with this one, I feel it could be moved over a bit. There's actually page numbers down the bottom there, which that makes it convenient. So many different shades of black and either really dull line art or really sketchy, or in some cases quite crisp. So it's a real mixed bag. This one's gorgeous. Look at her ribs, and then there's all the flowers in between it. And so I guess this is Till Death Do Us Part with her little skeleton look there. So some of them are really creepy images. Well, creepy for me, but I'm a wuss. And look at the perspective on this. They've got all that height and different angles. You'd really need to know your light source to colour that one. And she's so small in comparison. And look, he's so tiny on his face. Just to colour those little tiny details. You can see so much emotion even without the teardrop there. Just that pensive look and that sadness. So absolutely stunning book, and at the back there are of course treats. We've got artwork on the back that we could also colour in as well, if all of those weren't enough. So we've got this very different artwork. So a bit of anime, a bit of skulls, a few animals. Some of it's quite cutesy and some of it's not. So it's a very different little pull-out poster there, which is huge. There's nothing on the reverse, so that's good. So it folds over 4 times, so it's 4 times the book. Then we also have the coloured poster, which I love this because it's full of the coloured artwork from the book to give you ideas on how you could colour your image if you wanted to, or you could even hang it up if you wanted to. So many illustrations there, and so many thumbnails of coloured artwork. This is stunning. And see some that I think aren't very well balanced on the page, when they're coloured and they've got background effects in them and things like that, they look far more dreamy and ethereal. So that's it for our gorgeous Chinese colouring book, Find Colour. The links to buy it are below the video. Until next time, happy colouring.